Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to talk about pan pastels. I get asked so many questions about pan pastels, and a lot of you have recently written me about the holidays coming up and wanting to get pan pastels um, or oil pastels, and you wanted to know different ways to use it. I've done several videos on this before, but we're gonna just delve in for a quickie, just to show you a few things. So I have these are Senleer. These are oil pastels, and they come in little sticks. If you've been with me, you know I use them. And then these are pan pastels. So what I did was I took a piece of, this is just scrapbook paper, you know, a piece of paper. You can see it has light writing on it. I glued it down. Now I was going to use a darker piece to, my nail, I broke my nail. I hit it and it fell off. I was going to show on a darker piece, and I may do a, canvas later on with it, but in this one, this is what we're going to do. I have some Mod Podge matte. I have some multi-surface folk art paint. Now, you can use whatever acrylic paint you have. Try it. I'm using the multi-surface, and the reason I use multi-surface is because it works on any surface. You can use it on paper, you can use it on wood, you can use it on metal, you can use it on glass, etc., etc. So it will go over this easily enough to layer for mixed media. Always play around with what you have at home to see. Now, these can be bought individual. So say you buy your favorite colors orange and you go buy just one orange. Go home and play with what you have. And then you know that you're not necessarily wasting your money if the stuff that you have does not work with it, if that makes sense. But let's just start to get going. This is just your normal oil pastel. It's not water soluble. It's not, which I should have probably grabbed my water soluble. Don't know where it's at the moment. But these are just your regular, run of the mill. So because I'm using yellow on top, I want to go a little darker. So I'm just going to go with a little, this is just like a blue. I don't know if these have names. Dun, 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 dun. Just says number 203. So that's what we're going with. Deft blue. I don't know what that means. Okay, so oil pastels can be used in many different ways. Goes on, you can use it as paint. You can take your finger, you can rub it out. Which I love. You can use a makeup sponge. You can use a Q-tip. You can use whatever you want. I have this paper towel here, which is very hard due to a lot of paint and playing. Okay, so that's on that paper. Let's go on here. And I'll just use... You can see it doesn't do as good a job as that. Now, one of the reasons is because the heat from your fingers will help melt it and move it around a little bit better. Sometimes I'll even take my heat gun, or you can use your hair dryer for a second, heat it up. You got to just watch that the oil, because the oil is going to go right into this paper. It's going to soak in. Okay, so we have that. That's what these are. When I want to paint over in my mixed media, I will take some paint and a paintbrush. And you'll see, you can paint right over it. And my thing went on autofocus for some reason. It's been doing that lately. Okay, and you see you could paint over that. So we'll let that dry for a second. That's just your normal oil pastel. Now what happens if we don't rub it out? And we just do this? Because it's going to be thicker because we're not rubbing it out. I don't need more paint, Cal. You can see it goes over though. And you see that delicious layering? I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, I'm gonna lift it up. Look at that layering, where you can see it's transparent underneath. For mixed media, I love that. Now, can you use this for regular painting? Of course you can. You know, you play around to what your style is. Mine's mixed media, so that's where I'm at. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you. Let's do a different color. Let's do a darker blue. Like, for instance, on here. If I'm doing a stencil. Now, like I said, you can use your finger, you can use Q-tip, you can use a smudger. I even have, which I don't think I have here, do I? Of course, I probably don't until I turn off the camera, yeah. You know, where you use for the pencils to give it some texture. You know, smudge out charcoal and graphite. So that works well. And you see, you got your stencil there. Not a very nice stencil, but you can see the difference. And then we'll do it down here with, let's do orange. Oh, he's a creamy one. Again, just my finger. Has a little blue on it, so you see it's going to be a little, which is all right. And look at that. So you can see very, very fun. And again, I don't have much paint on here. You can go over it. So I'm going to rinse my brush. All right, knock over my yellow paint because, please excuse me, I'm a little sick still. Okay, so that is your normal oil pastels. You can get them in different, what do you say, costs. This is a more expensive one. You can get store brand, you can get Reeves. I mean, you can just play. I have many, and I love using these when I'm doing my charcoal and stuff like that I love playing with. But that's that. So now we have the pan pastels, which are essentially pastels in a pan, if you want to know. And I love these. I use these on everything. I'm going to put a few more on my list for Christmas. Okay, so now, do I have the things I use? Yep. Okay. So this is a bag of some of the things I use. And I'll just use a clean. So it's just, but honestly, I use makeup sponges too, but we won't get into that. Okay, so let's do a darker color. I picked these brighter ones because I have darker ones, but we're not going to play tie-dye with that. And you just, look at that, how pigmented. Look. And you see how nice these are? Look at that. These are delightful to use in your mixed media. Look at this. I didn't even really have to go in and dip again. Look. I mean, it really, you get bang for your buck. These things are great. And I am not sponsored. I am not anything. Believe me, I'm not anything. Okay, so you can see beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now let's take some of our yellow. And I will see if I have a regular, I think I do have a regular color here that isn't multi-surface to see, you know, if it works. Forgot to put my brush in there. Going to go in. You can definitely paint over that. This is on the regular paper. Now you see this is much more transparent than the sticks that we used, but you can really play and go in and make it and build up a little bit so it's a little darker. That's why I love having both, because you really can build up such texture with this. Okay, so you see how we have that. And again, and you know what color with yellow, this makes an orange, correct? So you know you're going to get that little bit of orange underneath there. Again, that's what I love. And we can go in with a, stencil again, and we'll just go over it real quick. And it covers it nice. And again, you get that stencil, you get that transparency through it. Same with down here. I want to make sure I show you both. So nice, so nice. Oh, look at this. Now I'm just doing some marks. Oh, God, it's really so much fun to play with. So, very simple to add this into your mixed media. I will, however, do a canvas where I'm going to use this in so you'll see it full. But again, I was asked to do this, so, I wanted to show you. So I'm going to take this color is pure magenta. And this is just your normal, let's give it a shake. Just your normal, not a multi-surface paint. And I'm shaking it, and I'm shaking it. It's a thick girl. Okay. And that's just getting all the stuff mixed together. Yeah, look at that color. Ooh. All right, now I'll go in. Just gonna take some of that. Again, just your regular run-of-the-mill acrylic paint. And that does the same stinking thing. Look at that. Now you can't necessarily see through it as well on this one because it's a darker color. But that's what I have here. But you could see, I mean, you can really layer up. And you can kind of see it through there. Look at that. Might be my new favorite color. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better for you. I mean, you can really see the potential here of all that you can do. Now, can I go over this acrylic paint that I painted on here with the pan pastel? Let's see. We'll go, let's do light blue. Okay. She's not going over top too well. I mean, you can see it has color. Maybe it's too, there, the darker one will. So you definitely can layer, you definitely can do your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So much fun. And like I said, I will definitely, I'm going to show you going over it with the, this. The oil pastel sticks. Current, what are they even called? Sticks? Oil pastels? I don't know. Oh yeah. Look. That definitely goes over it very well. Over the acrylic paint. So you get two different, you get two different things. And then I just rub it in, or you can, just write words. I mean, really, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to add these pastels in your art journal, on your ATC cards, on your paintings, whatever you do. Now, when you're using pastels, oil pastels, whatever it is, you do want to seal them. One of my favorite things to use is the Mod Podge Ultra. I use it in matte. They have gloss, whatever. I also will put on just a quick coat of Mod Podge. I'll just show you a quickie. Mod Podge paper or Mod Podge matte, whatever one you have. One of my favorite things, there is a spray, and it is like an all-natural pastel spray. But I mean, you can cover it with whatever, sprays you have. And what I do is I will just put a quick, this is why I like the spray, because I don't have to necessarily touch it. Some of that paint was still wet. That's how I make my paint transparent, by the way. That's a little tip for you. So you can see, you can put it on there, it dries, and then it's coated. Completely coated. But like I said, I like using a spray more. You can use a finisher, you know, a all-purpose sealer kind of thing, Krylon, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of fun. I hope this helped you guys. Like I said, it's endless the stuff you can do. And I will do a canvas. You might see it today, you might see it tomorrow. I have a couple videos to go up that I was having a really hard time uploading the other day. I don't know why. YouTube gets a little weird for some reason. It just kept spinning. So I don't know. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this. And I will link down below a place where you can get on Amazon what are these called? The little, the little individuals. You can get a kit, the whole thing. Down below, I have an Amazon where you can purchase a lot of the stuff that I use. I get a couple pennies for it. I appreciate it if you use it. If not, I'm sure you can, search anywhere. I also have Blitzy, which I love Blitzy. That'll be down below as well. Go check it out. They have all this stuff. They have everything from acrylic paint, watercolor paint, stencils, stamps, sewing, quilting, they have the big shot machines, the cutting machines, Cricut. They have everything on there. Every supply. They're pairing up with AC Moore now. So they have like basically AC Moore stuff that you can get in AC Moore. So check that Blitzy link down below as well. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Let me know what you guys think. I will have another video up. One of my favorite things to play with. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.